Well, good morning. It's time for our morning chat again. And today I just wanted to touch on Venezuela again, just tracking what's happening in Venezuela. So let's look beyond the headlines just a little bit at the world's reaction. So, over the past 2 days, the US confirmed that they carried out a military operation in Venezuela and took Nicolas Maduro into US custody. That we know, I think, by now already. He's now in New York facing long-standing charges linked to drugs and organized crime and has already appeared in court pleading not guilty. The US says that it was legal because, in their view, Maduro isn't a legitimate president, so the usual protections really don't apply. This is where the world has different views on this. Normally, countries wouldn't arrest other countries' leaders. That rule exists to stop powerful states from acting however they want. In much of the global north, the response has been cautious. Some governments avoided openly supporting the arrest and instead called for restraint, due process, and respect for international rules. In other words, no cheering, but no outright praise either. In the global south, the reaction has been much firmer. Countries across Africa, Latin America, and parts of Asia have warned that this sets a dangerous precedent when powerful nations decide which leaders count and which don't. South Africa's government, for instance, echoed that concern, condemning the move as a violation of the UN Charter and warned that it weakens the protections smaller and non-aligned countries rely on. All this landed in the UN Security Council. There was an emergency meeting, sharp disagreements, but no resolution. The US defended their actions. Most other members focused on sovereignty and the risk of countries acting alone. Meanwhile, markets reacted quickly. Venezuelan bonds actually went up because investors are betting that political change might unlock oil production or debt deals. So, even while the governments argue that legality, money is already busy moving. This story isn't about liking or defending Maduro. It's about the bigger question: who decides who's or what's legal? And what happens when power starts deciding that all by itself? No outrage this morning, just the facts, context, and a world that's clearly divided. Let me know what you think.